Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate the likes and subscriptions. Please keep them coming. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It shows me y'all enjoy the content, and believe me, I enjoy making it for y'all. With that, I've gotten back from the Let's Go Fishing show in Collinsville, Illinois. The third day was actually shut down due to that winter storm to come through. I took off Saturday afternoon, so if any of y'all come by to see me at the Red Bud booth, I'm sorry. I got ahead of the storm. I didn't want to get stranded up there in Illinois. I wanted to get back down here to Tennessee to my family. So I do apologize if I missed anybody. There's always next year, right? Uh, with that, I found some pretty cool things up there at the show I was pretty happy about. Uh, Anybody that knows me knows I'm kind of nostalgic. I like the older baits, especially the old balsa baits, right? So this fellow was selling a box of Baggies for $4 each, and these are the old school ones, right? You can kind of see inside here all the old packages and whatnot. It's not the new. It was just a hodgepodge, bunch of different old school Baggies. I'd say 80s, maybe 90s, but mainly the 80s, right? Here they are. Here, they're already out. They're in the box. They're ready to go fishing. It's just, I love them. It was a cool find. I walked up and I asked the guy, I wanted the red ones. That's the ones I was after. These here. Those are the ones I was after. The dark reds, the light reds, the two tones, the oranges. He had 5 of them in there. I picked all of them up real quick, had them in hand, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what the hell? Asked the fella, I said, hey, what do you want for all these? He said, I don't know how many's in there. I said, I don't know. I didn't pack the box. What do you want for all of them? And he said, how's $60 sound? Sounds good. Ring it up. So I got all of them for $60. I was pretty happy about that. That's one find that I had. Another find is I do like to throw a swim bait, and it is A-rig season, so I do like throwing A-rig once in a while. It is fun to throw. You've all heard me talk about and complain about it on this channel. I'm not a big fan of using it in a tournament, but I do like throwing it for the fun of it. It is fun. I found these heads by Iron Breakers Lure Company, right? It's a nice head. It's got a nice 3D eye to it. I like the design of the head. Hopefully everybody can see that really well. It's got a good mustad hook in it. Sits well in a 3.8. I think it sits real good in a 3.8. And I throw that a lot on my A-rig, a 3.8. I will throw a 5-inch, and to put a 5-inch up there with it, I mean, it's going to sit pretty good in that too if you look at the back. It's going to sit in it good. So I'm pretty happy about that. Found those. I bought 20 of them. I think that's every one that he had. When I buy stuff like this at boat shows, I tend to buy in bulk. You get a lot better deal. So if you're going to a boat show, use that to your advantage. Buy in bulk, you get a better deal. I did some looking around online for some swim bait heads, and I know there's a lot of guys out there that live scope or ping a minnow, or a lot of things that they call it. I actually got that from some guys down at regionals last year from Missouri. They call it pinging a minnow. I thought that was pretty funny. But this I found on Amazon. It is the Fish Eye Swim Bait Head B127. It's a cool little jig head. I mean, it's got a nice hook in it, nice little hook keeper on it. And speaking of hook keepers, that's one thing I forgot to tell you is this one here, it's got a screw lock on it. All right. You don't have to worry about losing as many baits or tearing as many up. The screw lock, anytime you get a swim bait head with a screw lock, get that one, because it's going to make your baits last a lot longer, and nothing's getting cheaper. So But for you live scopers, it's got a 90-degree out of the head line tied to it. It's got a nice thin wire hook to it. It's a strong hook. You know, it's not a little cheapy. Good little wire keep on it. Give it a shot if you're a live scoper. I think that's a pretty good one. I'm going to give it a shot. I've been playing around with the live scope a little bit this year, crappie fishing and whatnot, and throwing it on a rig and things like that. Or if you just have something that you have to throw a small swim bait on, that could be a very good alternative to the other one. It is a bit smaller. Let's see if I can get the two together here. There. So it is a bit smaller. So you're kind of limited on the size of swim bait you can put on that. I'd say 3.8 would probably be the absolute biggest I would go. But if you're throwing little glass minnows and whatnot for live scoping, especially on the super clear lakes, blueback herring lakes, that could work to your advantage. Give it a look. Like I said, it's on Amazon. Swim bait, jig head, fish eye. It's OJY and DOIIIY. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but there it is again. Give it a look. Not sponsored by it. I just thought it was cool. When I find a cool deal, they're not real expensive. I find a cool deal, I try to let you all know about it too. So, once again, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the water.